What is up, guys? Welcome back here to another Call of Dragons content. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my huge mistake in Call of Dragons with the recent update of the 6-star. So I kind of rushed into this without really thinking when I created the content of getting Bakshi to 6-star. I was like thinking at that point where like I'm a content creator, I'm gonna show them how to get 6-star and how much we're gonna be using on to getting 6-star. And deep into this, I decided that I was gonna go for Bakshi since I love Bakshi as my main hero and really good. But I think it's a huge mistake on getting Bakshi to 6-star. Looking into long term, I'm not spending a whole lot into the game. Like I'm not spending way crazy. I'm spending at a pace where I want it to be, which I know I'm not going to be able to make every single hero here a 6-star hero. So I think this is a big mistake by choosing Bakshi. I could have chosen another hero to work on. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about why I made a big mistake on choosing Bakshi to be 6-star rather than choosing another hero to be 6-star, and what other heroes are also going to be good for getting 6-star and what heroes are bad for getting 6-star. Now, the main foundation in here that we're going to talk about is long-term gaming. We're going to think about long-term because long-term, there are going to be better heroes that are going to coming out. So, Bakshi, it's a very strong cavalry hero currently in Call of Dragons, but why did I say Bakshi is a mistake for me to get to 6-star? Well, before we get started, my name is Shinchi42. If you guys want to see more Call of Dragons content, consider subscribing, turn that notification on, and if you find this video to be like good and great and helpful to you, please do consider pressing like onto our video as of today. It does help me out as a content creator. I am still growing here in the field, okay? So, Bakshi, huge mistake. Why? Well, first thing that I want to say that I regret getting Bakshi to 6-star is because Bakshi as a hero is great, but at the same time, you're working on a peacekeeping hero. So, one of the skills in here is peacekeeping. It's not applicable when it comes to fighting. Now, when you get it to 6-star in here, as you can see, the attack resistance, we get that. We get the defense penetration. That is great. These are PvP stats, really, that are going to help out. So, let's say, long term, there's going to be more rallies, perhaps, in the past, we're going to be using it. And then, this skill is not really that applicable in the past. Right? When in the PvP pass, but it's gonna be working well in a when you're going to do a first capture, but not in the PvP situation when you're going against other players. And my thought process in here, in the future, there's going to be more heroes out there, and they're gonna be so much better than Bakshi without a peacekeeping. Now, you guys know that we have enriched, which is a cavalry, PvP, and mobility, and I wish I have put my 6-star instead of going for Bakshi and rather have invested it into enriched in here. Now, enriched is a really good cavalry hero, and I think enriched is better than Bakshi in the sense of long term, because enriched will be used to pair with other new cavalry heroes out there, and Bakshi will probably be, I hate to say it because I invested in Bakshi, because I think Bakshi will eventually get phased out in here once there's new cavalry heroes. I'm thinking about long term in here. You don't want to invest too much on a peacekeeping, because at the end of the day, it's going to be replaced with so much better skills. So, one thing that I also want to mention is that if you have 6-stars on both your commander and as well as deputy, it is going to apply in the march. So, for the whales out there, if you have 6 marches, so for the whale out there, if you have 6 stars for both of your heroes out there, you're getting that 10% attack resistance and also 10% defense penetration. The biggest thing in here is that defense penetration, in my opinion. It's huge. To penetrate that defense against the enemy, you are going to be dealing a lot more damage. Now, there's really no timeline for this video. I just kind of want to talk about the situations in here. What are the other heroes in here that you shouldn't do 6-star? So I've mentioned earlier that Bakshi is something that you don't want to do 6-star, mainly because of the peacekeeping, because his skills in here, not everything is going to work in a PvP situation. Another one in here is Lilia. So I don't think Lilia is worth getting 6-star. I would say wait for another hero, especially that doing 6-star is really expensive. If you are a whale, a true whale, then I would say you can do a 6-star for Lilia. But if you are a mid spender, low spender, free to play, well, of course, if you're free to play, you're not gonna get Lilia. You might get Bakshi, but don't do any on the peacekeeping. So for me, I'm gonna avoid getting 6-star on Lilia because in the future, maybe 6 more months from now, this is going to be replaced by another hero that is going to be much better. So I'm not gonna worry about getting 6-star and getting that extra 5% attack resistance and extra 5% defense penetration. I don't think it's worth it for the amount of stars that we're going to be consuming, unless the game makes some changes in here to where we can obtain stars more frequently and more abundant. Now, I would recommend to go to Velin in here. This hero is much better to invest 6-star on rather than Lilia, because this one has magic, PvP, and control. All of the skills in here is applicable in a PvP situation. So this is something that you can definitely use. Now, one thing that I would say when you're using Velin, I would say that you want to work on open field combat more, not doing rallies. Open field combat, you can see you have all these marching speed bonus, marching speed reduction. These are some of the things that are going to apply in the field. So Velin in here, I always said Velin, is Velin. Velin in here is a really good hero that I would do a 6-star when I have the opportunity. And then of course Emirates. I wish I could reset it. I really regret it. I consumed so much on the Bakshi. Getting it to 6-star, I regret this one. Nika, I would say don't get to 6-star. There's no point. Harwood, this one doesn't have peacekeeping. I would avoid it. For the epics, though, you'll have a lot of stars in here. So I would say, yeah, you can go for the 5-star in here for the epic. It's not really a big deal. The amount of stars that you're going to be able to get is abundant. In this, yeah, the gatherers, avoid getting 6 stars. There's no point of getting 6 stars onto your gatherer. Thea can be done as a 6-star, but long term, I feel like she will be replaced anyway. So for me, I probably avoid Thea on getting 6-star because that is a lot. Hosk, I know a lot of the whales love using Haas. I'm not really impressed with Haas that much. I don't really like Haas as much, really. Whenever you use it for rally, you can do better setup instead. One of the skills in here for Haas doesn't really apply when it comes to rallying. This maximum legion capacity bonus, it works only on open field. Now, like I said, for epics, might as well go ahead and do your 5-star since you can do it. Nico, don't need to do 6-star in here. There is no point. Madeline, yes, do 6-star for Madeline. Again, this is a infantry PvP tank. All the skills in here apply. So for the engineering, this is pretty much similar to a peacekeeping, right? It's not applicable in the PvP combat, although it does work on removing barricades or building barricades. So if the 6-star here indicates, hey, we're going to speed up 1000% on barricades or whenever you're building, then that might be actually worth it to work on a 6-star. But in this type of scenario, it's not really that worth it, in my opinion, on getting engineering to 6-star. So if you want to do a 6-star for marksman, you got Kinara in here. Marksman PvP control, worth it to do 6-star in here. So this is pretty much what I would recommend, what we currently have. Now, the new heroes, as long as they don't have the peacekeeping, I would say it's good. They don't have engineering, it's good. Those are my basic rule in here. And like I said, this is my biggest regret because I wasted so much stars on Bakshi. As you can see, I am now short. Yeah, I mean, I cannot do a 6-star right now. I have about 800 of these, and I had a good amount of the big stars in here. But, there's no way I could do it. The 6 stars is so expensive in Call of Dragons. It's not easy. So that's my biggest mistake. Let me know what you guys think. I just want to share this to you guys so you guys can prevent this mistake in Call of Dragons. So that's my goal. Anyway, my friends, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys again next time.